Okay. Sounds like on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You good, Aaron?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, so hello and welcome to College Cheese Podcast, episode 85. 85 episodes in. We're closing in on those triple digits.
Yep.
Yep.
Are people tired of us yet?
What happened?
Are people tired of us yet?
Probably. It's like, yeah, we've been tired of you. Since when? Episode 1? Oh, okay. So as always, I'm your host, Al, and joining me are the regulars for now. Joe's here.
Hey.
Aaron's here.
What's up?
Hopefully Nate will be here. He said he got out of work late, so he might be late. So that's fine. We got a few things to talk about. A couple things. First thing I want to talk about is hey Aaron, how's WWE 2K19?
It's actually pretty good.
Is it basically the same game as 18?
Kind of, sort of. There's some, small differences here and there, but it's probably worth $40 instead of $60.
Yeah, I don't think any wrestling game is worth $60 anymore.
No.
But yeah, okay.
It's pretty fun. I'm having fun with it.
Obviously, there's
no career mode yet, so
okay. Obviously, there's no option to like import stuff from 18, right?
Nope, you got to recreate everything all
Didn't think so.
again.
Didn't think so. So yeah, another thing I want a quick mention. So I saw obviously the image that you linked in the Slack earlier, that belt that you made.
Which one?
The one image you linked in the Slack.
Oh, you didn't see the other one?
I only see one.
Oh,
unless it shows like two belts in one image. No.
Okay.
So anyway, I just want to make mention of that belt. Not because you made it, but because I'm fucking pissed. How come two fucking 2K games didn't flag your ass?
I don't know. I just uploaded the images and then took them off the PS4 and then made the belt. I was just like, okay.
It's fucking 2K games. That's the thing. I got when I got flagged for the image that I uploaded for a wrestler. It's like I got flagged like instantly. It's like I uploaded it and then like I put it on the wrestler and then like a couple minutes later, like I shut it off. Like and then a couple minutes later, I get the notification saying that my account has been suspended for 14 days. Fuck you, 2K games. Anyway, so let's see. So yeah, basically it's like you said, it's worth like $40.
Yeah, about 40.
Okay.
I haven't gone through career mode yet because I did the whole, hey, let me make my character, get his stats all the way up, and then I go over to career mode, and it's just like, oh yeah, okay, so I have to create
you got to start from scratch because it's like, it's the same. It's like I'm sure it's like the same story again.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, you're a new wrestler, and so you go to NXT, which is the development place, and
So, question for you: once you beat everything, do you actually get to use that character outside of career mode?
Maybe, I don't know. I never played the career mode in 2K18.
Okay.
So, how are the controls though?
It's the same controls.
Okay, that's good.
The faces look a little bit different, and the graphics have a little bit more of a shine to it. A little bit more detail, but not by much.
Okay. Let's see.
You can tell some of the wrestlers, they took different photos of their faces for the 3D model, so as opposed to what they did in 2K18.
Okay. Now I was just looking at the image of your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to be basically the same thing. So basically,
yeah. Because like the third belt I made was like King of the City. I put like a.
Okay, that's cool.
I'll show you that one.
Because like one minor gripe that I have is like when you name a belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, in our dumb wrestling thing, we have the Intercontinental Championship. So when you name the belt. Because it was Inter Crosby, but we changed it due to stuff. Anyway, so like, when you name the belt, you can name it Inter Crosby-Nental Championship. But then like there's like a secondary name which it can't fit the entire Inter Crosby-Nental Championship name. So, and that's the name. The first name is when you select the belt.
Mm-hmm.
But then the second name is for when they show like the title graphic when you're defending the title or whatever, and also the name that appears on the wrestler's nameplate. And it's weird. So like if you put championship there, then it's like when a wrestler holds the belt, they come out with it. It's like, oh, like they're instead of saying Intercontinental Champion, it'll say Intercontinental Championship. It's just a weird feature. It's just probably just me. It's just me nitpicking.
Yeah.
Um,
like the announcement phrases that you have.
Yeah, you could pick like 6 of them.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more to choose from. Like I was looking for, oh, they don't have the word city or king or other stuff. I was just like, okay.
Do they still have like what was it, Joe? Like the nonstop hardcore internet of golf fighting or something?
Yeah. The Gulf Coast's nonstop internet of fighting, something like that.
Yeah, it was like some weird name, long ass name though.
No, Gulf Coast internet nonstop of fighting.
There you go. There you
go.
How do the moves look, Aaron? Do they look basically the same?
Yeah, pretty much the same. They have a few new ones, a couple of returning ones, but
I hope so.
Some of the new ones look like they're just like renamed or rebranded from 2018. But
I feel like that's like the biggest appeal to me with that game is like how like there's new wrestlers, so that means like there's hopefully a few more moves and more entrance templates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
all in all, it took me maybe about 2 hours to actually finish my character that I had in 2K18.
Mm-hmm.
I had like no interest in really going through career mode because it's just like
it's like career mode. Like I'm assuming that career mode in 19 is very similar to 18. Because like I think like the main thing is like they brought back the showcase mode, which obviously isn't career mode. It's something different. The thing with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, but
yeah, and now you can make belts and you can make money in the banks and stuff like that, too.
Oh, you can make belt. What? You could create a belt in 18.
Yeah, I'm talking about money in the bank. I didn't see that feature. Like you can create your own.
You can actually designate something as a money in the bank thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, your Warfenheimer's out the window, Joe.
But yeah, like I said, it's not that. It's. For $40, it's kind of worth its money.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
It's like I just wish that it's like. I mean, like obviously, I don't think. I'm not gonna say there's no way they could do it, but it's like the fact that it's like they don't have any way to like import stuff from a previous game.
Yeah, like, that's what sucks about it. Yeah. There's no way from what I've seen. I haven't gone.
No, there's probably not. I'm pretty sure they would have. I'm pretty sure that's a feature they would have mentioned before launch.
Yeah, so you guys would have to go and create all those characters all over again.
Yep.
But at least they'll be like higher detail. But
right, because I do like the fact it's like I noticed that like from a trailer that I watched, like when you create an arena, there's like more places that you can like create the arena.
Yeah.
Like there's like a Mexican town square or something, and like other stuff. Yeah. And it's a good looking game. I think like I know it's like a slight graphical upgrade from 18 to 19, so that's cool.
Yeah. Like for Alexa Bliss, I think they kept the same photo they used to create the faces they did from 18. So
probably
everybody has a new face,
right? And I'm sure like
looks like he's always.
Yeah, because John Cena doesn't smile. He smiles a lot when he's not wrestling. When he is wrestling, he doesn't smile.
Yeah. The Miz looks the same from 18. Brock Lesnar's face looks the same from 18.
Brock Lesnar still looks 4 years old.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Have you messed around with the entrance thing at all?
Yeah, I messed around with the entrance. It's kind of sort of the same. I use Finn Balor's demon entrance as a template for what I did. So I used it for like the entrance of it when you come out on stage,
and
then I used it for the end when you're like crawling around on the mat and stuff like that, like a werewolf thing.
So you used your mom's entrance.
Well, I got work ahead of me when I get off.
Anyway.
There's certain entrances I have to change now.
No, it's not. It's just like because no, like I just put like I put easy creation for like 95% of the wrestlers. So
yeah.
But have you checked out the tag team entrance at all?
No, I haven't messed around with that yet.
Okay.
I'm still trying to create characters and set up tag teams and stuff.
Okay. Because like one of the things that really like bothered me was how in 2K18 they mentioned the fact that like there can be 8 people in the ring at once now, and yet they don't have any 4-man entrances.
Yeah. Actually, after I get off of here and a little bit later, I'll go jump back into it and see how the tag team creation is.
Yeah,
I'll give you some feedback.
No rush. But yeah, because it's like they stress the fact that we can do 8. You can do 8-man tag matches now because there can be 4 people in the ring or
4v4. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like okay, you have in the game you have Triple H, you have Ric Flair, you have Randy Orton, you have Batista, but the Evolution entrance is only 3 people.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I said, all I've hit is I did one show, which was Raw, for the first week, and then I'm on SmackDown now, and then I just got finished like doing the cinematic stuff for my 2 shows that I have on Friday and Saturday, and that's pretty much all I've done. And then I did 1 match against Triple H. Well, 2 matches. I lost the first one. And then I came back and won the second one. So I was just like, okay. So it's pretty much the same as 18.
So like how's like the variety of match types? Is it basically the same?
Yeah, basically the same from what I saw. I haven't been through all the match types yet, but from what I've seen so far, yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Okay, because from what I've heard or seen, the only really big match they've added was the War Games match.
Mm-hmm. Getting back to faces though, one big face that actually shocked me that they actually changed that actually looks pretty good was Paige.
Okay.
Yeah, Paige looks really good in the game. I was just like, oh, okay. Huh. Interesting.
Okay. Now it's like it's still the whole like you don't have all the wrestlers unlocked and stuff, but you have to use the virtual money to. I thought so.
Yep.
Obviously, because they have the season pass is basically the same thing as it was last year. Like there's going to be a new moves pack later. There's the accelerator, which is it basically unlocks all the stuff for you already, and then I think an NXT pack and a returning Legends pack. So it's the season pass is basically the same thing as last year. So
yeah, eventually Rey Mysterio and Ronda Rousey are going to be available. So
hey, Nate.
Oh, what's up, Nate?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Can you hear me okay or no?
Yep, you're fine.
Okay.
Let's see. You catch any of those? Okay.
There's a new setup.
Fine. All right, you're a little out of focus. That's fine. Okay, now you're good. But you were saying, Aaron?
Yeah. What was I saying? I got distracted because Nate came in. Thanks, Nate. Just kidding. Give me a second. But yeah, all in all, the graphics look pretty good. I'll definitely have to go and see about what type of rings I want for my shows. But once I make a few more people, like some of us and whatnot, then
you talking about universe mode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because back in 18, I didn't touch career mode that much. I was just like, you know what? Universe mode is more fun.
Yeah, universe career mode is just the story, and it's the same thing. It's like you just start out and then you start out in development, you work your way up. That's it.
Yeah, one thing that might get on your nerves a little bit, and it's kind of small. You know how when you're in universe mode and you randomize who wins the match, the outcome if you want to simulate it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it probably won't be a big problem since you guys actually show all the matches.
Yeah, we don't even use universe mode.
Oh, you don't?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I think I tried using universe mode like once. I use in the video creation thing. I use the cutscenes occasionally from universe mode to tell a story, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it won't affect you. But if you did go about it from universe mode, it still kind of gives you the when you go to simulate the match or whatever, it gives you the option of here's the the one guy, the other guy, the versus, and then you have to hit like square to randomize who wins it. So if you did it from that angle, then it'll look like you guys kind of set up who won without.
That's fine.
Yeah, they would have to see you press like either X or square to validate it, because somebody can easily look at it and like, oh yeah, you picked that guy. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we deal with that crap already, because like we have that random number belt, and like there's sometimes where people think we just put the people in. It's like, no, we actually go to Google.
Yeah.
You catch any of those new? Yeah.
Okay.
Catch any of the new
Gen 4 Pokemon Go?
I think the only thing I caught so far is
the Holy Bidoof.
No. Is it Turtwig? I don't know. The turtle.
Oh, Turtwig?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's so far. That's it. But everything has been popping up as in range. There is a Bidoof in my front yard, apparently, and I'm refusing to catch it.
Good. Leave that shit out there to die.
I will say, though, the best thing that came out of this is probably the fact that the Bidoof memes have been coming back.
Yo, somebody had the Squirtle with the shades, and then like the Bidoof. Yeah,
the best kind.
The best kind.
There is this one I was just looking at, and it was Bidoof. They outnumber you by 5-1. Then it's an even fight. And I don't know if you guys can. It's probably the worst option to do.
Oh, that one. Yep, I've seen that.
They're good memes though. They're funny.
Yeah. What was it say?
What generation is that?
4.
Gen
4.
Gen
Okay.
4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, the one we're still waiting for the remake for.
It's coming. It'll get here eventually.
Yeah, I'm slowly but surely trudging my way through Gen 7 right now.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's like my guess is like they'll remake Gen 4 eventually, and they'll probably remake Gen 5 eventually. I don't think they'll remake Gen 6, because Gen 6 is when they started using the newer graphics and stuff.
Mm.
So
I'm still surprised they don't have like the slider really doesn't do anything for the 3D.
Oh, on the 3DS.
Mm-hmm. Like, because it's already 3D, but it's not the 3D that pops out at you like for other games.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the slider's useless. I'm just like, oh, okay. So surprised you guys haven't been.
Didn't they say that newest Pokemon didn't have 3D?
Yeah.
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 That seemed like it.
And then like also like that Kirby's Epic Yarn that's coming out on 3DS next year, that's only going to work in 2D.
Yeah, it's one of those things where for 3DS, I don't know why you still, but yeah. But for 3DS, in order to get more of the hardware, they have to shut down the 3D to make it, viable, essentially.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole reason behind not the new 3DS. Yeah, the new 3DS, right?
Yep.
There was like extra hardware in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And an extra little nipple there.
Yeah.
Oh, the C stick or stick.
Mm-hmm.
The C nub.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Gen 4 will get remade. I'm like, because people are demanding that shit, and eventually, hopefully, yeah. But let's see. So apparently the somebody posted some image that apparently the Nintendo 64 Classic has been leaked.
The Classic.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it, because like honestly, like I'm pretty sure we know what's going to be on there, because obviously Mario, like we've gone over this, Mario 64, Mario Kart, Like Joe, you guessed GoldenEye.
Yeah. Like that's a staple of the console, and it's one of the
Who owns GoldenEye?
Rare,
Rare.
I think.
It's Rare. So Microsoft,
Yeah.
and they're buddy now. So yeah, I don't see why.
Yeah,
not.
but that's what I was saying. Like like because didn't Rare made Perfect Dark as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like I honestly think that like Perfect Dark would have a better chance of being on there just because of like the Bond license.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
even though they made the game,
Yeah.
the license is still Bond. Yeah.
It's like that's what because like back in the day, like I think before Melee came out, a lot of people wanted James Bond in Melee because of GoldenEye, but they couldn't get the license for it.
What was that? Was it Gax? Or something like that, or Gex?
Gex.
Oh, Undercover Gecko.
Yeah. That's supposed to be like a Lizard James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
haven't
Those
thought
games
about
are
that
pretty
game
good. They
in a
weren't
while.
bad.
But
A lot of, I think the N64 games are on the 3DS anyway, aren't they?
in the 64.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of good games. Well, like a laundry list of good games, I should say, for the 64.
Let's
Like-
say, besides like the typical Mario,
Yeah.
Zelda.
Conquer.
Like it's mostly first parties and like second parties. But I can't think of any standout third party games.
Superman 64.
No, sir. Even Aaron had to laugh at that one.
Mm.
Like, because Joe, I said that to Joe yesterday, and he was saying that it should be like there should be like a code.
Yeah,
you
there's a
input.
code you put in to unlock Superman 64.
Well,
Mhm.
it's like one of those things when what was it, Bubsy? Everyone was like, "Oh, this is the game we have to put on our whatever system it was."
No, I'm good. I'd rather sit through an hour and a half of Tobey Maguire doing that dance from Spider-Man 3.
It sounded like you said Tubby Maguire. I'm like, is that
Tobey Maguire.
It's an Elseworld storyline.
But yeah,
Like
it's
the-
like when it comes to the 64, as much as I love the Nintendo 64, but it's like it's all the really notable stuff is first party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
And then like
It's been remade already for a system. I forget which one. And
Then,
then Smash, we're well beyond the first Smash, so we don't need to go back to that. Not with Ultimate coming so soon.
I mean,
Well, especially with Ultimate having all the stages and all the characters and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
yeah. I'm pretty sure the only Smash 64 stage that Ultimate is missing is Sector Z.
Mm.
I think
Was there a revamp of that in a later game?
that's just Corneria.
So that's probably why. That's probably the
Yeah.
only reason why it's not in there.
Exactly. Because like, let's see.
The only difference is you're fighting on the Gray Fox, and Sector Z is you're fighting on the Gray Fox in space, and Corneria is you're fighting on the Gray Fox in Corneria, with it
Mhm.
flying through the city.
Yep, that's
So
it.
it looks better.
So like, otherwise, it's like, let's see, Princess Peach's Castle, that's there. The original Hyrule Castle, that's there. Congo
Yep.
Jungle, Saffron City,
Yep.
Brent Star, Green Greens / Dreamland. That's there. Am I missing one, Joe?
I'm thinking. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head.
Hmm. Oh, and the retro Mario. That's there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure the only Smash 64 stage that Ultimate is missing is Sector Z.
Mm.
But that's just Corneria. So let's see. I mean, like Nate said, how Microsoft owns Rare and they're buddy with Nintendo now, seemingly. It's like, you could put like, I don't know, Banjo Kazooie. That was on 64, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Banjo Kazooie, Perfect Dark. Just because I think if they're gonna put something on there, I'd say Perfect Dark stands a better chance, just because there's no Bond license or
Yeah.
something.
I would prefer it, honestly. As much as I love GoldenEye, Perfect Dark just had a lot more to it.
The laptop gun.
Yeah,
I hated that thing.
that thing was stupid good.
It was stupid.
It was stupid good. Like that thing around a corner, somebody comes around, bam, you get a kill from not even being there.
Remember when we played Perfect Dark on 360, Joe, with Jeff and Eric, and how like you and Eric were on a team, and then like you would just like stick him with like C4 or something and have him run into the room.
Yeah, I throw a proximity mine on him and have him run into the room and find you.
But let's see. Yeah. So I see that you linked the article to that Kingdom Hearts collection, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And like, aren't they coming out with a Kingdom Hearts collection like when 3 comes out that has all the stuff and 3?
I don't think so. I don't think I heard that.
I remember hearing something about that. That there's going to be like a complete collection.
Yeah, it's like all the 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and
But
3.
you know
and
what? They're going to sell these until the game actually comes out, until 3 comes out,
yeah,
and then later on do a collection,
yeah.
or at launch do a collection. Unfortunately, every time we get Kingdom Hearts, that's not a proper game. It's always a cash grab almost.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and we already have 1.5 and 2.5
And 2.8.
Well, that's the thing.
And 2.8, but they're separate in the 2 separate discs.
Yeah,
I guess this one's combining into one package, which will probably be 2 separate discs anyway. So,
well, I almost wonder if they'll just do a Bayo 2 and do Kingdom Hearts 3 with DLC codes for 1 and 2.
It's possible.
But I mean, then you get the outlash of, well, I want this game and I don't have an internet. I mean, it sucks for you, but you know,
Get some
DSL's a thing.
Speaking of cash
I would
grab,
like one internet, please.
just one. It's like, oh, you don't have enough internet to buy this. It's like, well, how much do I need? 4,000 internet. I just want one. Anyway, speaking of cash grab, that article about how 2K is releasing Borderlands 2 on VR.
Oh yeah.
still not enough for me to go and get a VR.
I don't think it's really for that. It's more of people who have VR already. It's another audience to get them to get stuff. I mean, it also could be gauging interest if it's worth for whatever Borderlands 3 we get down the road to have VR out of the box.
Okay.
You know,
I thought
like that.
I thought you were gonna say like gauging interest for Borderlands 3, and I'm like,
Oh no, that interest is well known.
yeah.
But
That is rumored for 2019.
we'll see. When I see it at E3, I have 3 achievements. It's out. It's in the same boat as Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. And Last Guardian.
Yep. Last Guardian still doesn't exist to me. No achievements.
You don't have any
No.
achievements in it?
Nope. Uh-oh.
Okay. Let's see. So let's so this was revealed the other day that, or it was rumored that apparently Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, there's a big update coming out for it, and it's basically going to make it into Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Aaron, what do you think? Because you're like the only one of us who has the game, or had.
Or had the game. You know what? I'll stay optimistic about it. I'm not gonna go out and buy it until I see all there is to see on it. But if it's good, I'll go back and pick it up. Sure, why not?
Like, did you see the video of Max talking about it?
No.
Oh, he put out a video because apparently he was talking to his chat on stream while playing Soul Calibur, but somebody brought up that and he started talking about it, and like, apparently, like, it's rumored that they're going to be rebranding Infinite as Marvel vs. Capcom 4, so it might get like a visual upgrade or like an expanded roster or something. We have no idea. But that's what the rumor is.
Hey, if they can use the base source of the game to salvage it and make it better, good on them. But you already disappointed your mainstream audience. So if you can bring it back, breathe some life back into it, and it can ramp up and get some rotation there, sure, more power to you. But
Yeah. Max was also saying that apparently like a bunch of the stuff was planned like already like a long time ago, but they held off on it because they knew they wouldn't be able to beat out fighters. Because Dragon Ball Fighters is
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they held off on it, and I guess they're just going off on it now. I guess.
I mean,
You should watch him talk
so
about it.
is this more of a? Is this a fix, or is this like they held back on some of the game?
it's a makeover.
Yeah,
This is what it's a makeover.
Rumored to be a rebranding.
We had another game recently that did something like this. Well, Destiny kind of does it with their year one updates.
Oh, that's not really a rebranding. That's just like
No, not rebranding, but like it's a different game than launch.
yeah, it's an
Like
entire.
Oh, actually, no, that ninja game that you guys play all the time, that Joe plays. The free to play one.
Fortnite.
It's literally ninjas in space.
Oh,
Warframe?
Yes, Warframe. Warframe had that super.
Aaron, did you say Fortnite?
Aaron,
I
what
just wanted to
you're,
throw Fortnite
oh, the
out
streamer
there.
ninja. That's the only credit I can give you is that you're saying the streamer ninja. But yeah, no, that one got a super update.
that one's had several super updates.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like fundamentally
they
changed
were
it.
able to salvage that and make that game great again. So
Let's not use that.
It is still good. And when Fortuna comes out, I'm going to be all over that shit again.
Didn't they do that to like? Didn't they do that to like Final Fantasy 14 as well? Because it wasn't Final Fantasy 14 like really bad when it came out.
yeah, and then they came out with Heaven's Word, and then there's the newest one.
Stormblood.
Yeah, Stormblood.
Stormblood didn't really like overhaul anything too bad.
No, they just
That was
came
a
out with like
content
new
update.
story, and there's a new class that came about. I think it was
Two.
Red Mage.
think it was two
And
classes, 'cause-
Samurai, I
yeah.
think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the update that made me want to try it, and I still have not.
Yeah, no, I think I might have that DLC too. I just have not tried it.
Yeah, I tried Heaven's Word, and because you Nate sent me that like link or something to sign up for it a while ago.
Yeah, I think I had like an extra code or something. Was
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you
Yeah.
sent it to me, and I signed up and made a character, and then it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was
Um,
should I be playing with controller or mouse and keyboard? Because it was giving me prompts for both.
Mouse and keyboard.
So yeah, even if you're on PS4, mouse and keyboard probably
Yeah,
it'll give you prompts for both because you have the option of plugging in a keyboard to the PS4.
Mhm.
There's no, unfortunately, it's not going to intelligently know. Hey, there's no keyboard here. Let me not prompt this.
Why is that game special other than every other game? Because every other game has that. But that one's like, oh, I don't know what you're using, so here, have both.
Well, that's because Square doesn't care to know. That's really what it comes down to. If you look at the way the game updates, and actually, the one we were just talking about with the Space Ninjas,
Warframe.
Warframe has the same issue too. And I'm not sure if it's an MMO thing. They don't get updates from PlayStation. They get their updates through their own client. So like when you go to log in, instead of it automatically getting the update for the new patch, you have to wait for that to download while it's in the game.
Yeah,
which is annoying. And I think actually Warframe fixed that. I think now their updates are going through the PlayStation Store.
I wouldn't know. I only play it on PC.
Yeah. But I mean, like that's another thing where it's like a big disconnect from console players, PC players.
Yeah, the only thing about Final Fantasy 14 I didn't like is that some skills that you need to optimize damage on some classes, you actually need to jump to a different class and get to like level 30. So it's just like, oh, hey, I want to play ninja. Okay, well, you're going to have to jump to another class that uses the pole arm and level it up to like level 30 just to get one skill for your rotation for ninja to maximize your damage. Oh, okay, thanks.
Oh, that's the min-maxing territory. I mean,
yeah.
Also, they do cross-classing differently than most games, which I actually kind of like.
Yeah.
Like, I wish some of that was in, say, a WoW. And I think we might even had a conversation about this before with the whole hero class thing which is badly implemented and then dropped and never talked about again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I still say to this day, you need to sacrifice a character to make a Death Knight. Even if it's a little bit OP, you need to sacrifice a level 55 or higher character to make
Death
a Death
Knights
Knight.
are pretty fun, I have to admit. Death Knights are pretty fun.
Not when it's just willy-nilly. Oh, I have I think it's 57, right? You have to have a level 57 character, I think, in order to do a Death Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Something odd like that.
Yeah.
And then you can make a Death Knight, and then everyone is fucking a Death Knight all of a sudden.
Now I see more Demon Hunters now than Death Knights.
Well, that's because the Demon Hunter's the new emo class. No offense to the darker. I got nothing. I got nothing.
The edgelords out there.
See, I didn't want to say that.
I'll say it. Hey, I'm wearing black, so why the hell not?
I mean, I'm wearing black
Batman
too.
hat on and stuff.
I ain't saying nothing. Anyway,
I was like, I'll be safe and just stay out of that.
yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'll just stay out of that territory because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But anyway.
Oh, speaking of edgelord stuff, before Nate goes, I want to. Well, he probably already knows what I'm going to say to him. So
no, it was just funny the way you said it. Like, oh yeah, speaking of edgelordy things, go ahead. What's up?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. If you want to watch the first episode of Titans, they give you like a week free of it, so you can cancel after the first episode. The first episode wasn't that bad though. First episode wasn't that bad. I'll give it like episode 3.
Here's the thing, right? And Netflix tries to do this too. There's no single series on Netflix that's going to get me to have a subscription to Netflix. Same thing with the DC service. Like, I don't see a single show that I would want to pay for this service. So hide your ears, legal people. I'll just download the episode.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
I'll just download the episode and see if I like the first episode. I mean, especially since it's a new service, they probably should have offered either a preview, or a full episode for free to get people kind of like here's your drug. You like it, you get more from the back alley DC universe.
Yeah, but I would suggest like giving maybe like the first 3 episodes a shot. I do.
No, screw that. I'm gonna torrent my drugs.
I do warn you that it's dark in a way that the movies haven't touched this point. Like you see.
Oh boy, my favorite dark drugs.
Wait a second, Aaron.
Wait, what?
Are we talking about like? Once again, I think we talked about this last time I was on. How dark are we going? Are we going Arrow dark?
Okay.
Or are we going season 1 of Daredevil?
No, probably season 1 of Daredevil dark, probably. With Robin. Okay, so in a couple of points in that fight scene in the alley. Spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert.
Give him a second to pause.
See Robin beat up the guys.
Nobody
gets shot by that little gun move he does with the guy had the gun. He pulls his arm back and shoots the gun off. Nobody gets shot by that. The part where he says "F Batman" is placed in a different way than the trailer actually displays it for us. But
that's a common practice.
Yeah. Robin does shove a guy's head up against a brick wall and just like rakes it across the wall, and you can see blood smear.
Oh, so the Broly Vegeta move.
Yeah, and then he busts open the car window of the guy in the car. I guess they're, from the way the episode goes, I guess they must be like child sex traffickers or whatnot.
Okay.
So he busts open the window, pulls the guy's arm out, jams it against the car door, I guess breaking the arm, and then he takes his face and rubs it across the glass. So his cheeks is like all like ripped open
Now,
and stuff like that. So
would you say bad effects, practical effects, a lot of CG effects?
I like the choreography. The most CGI effect that you get would probably be from Beast Boy at the end of the show.
Okay. Well, I mean, is it all dropped at once, or is it a weekly thing?
It's a weekly thing, 12 episodes. So it's going to be from now until.
So it's not like a Netflix thing where like they have all 12 episodes for viewing now.
Yeah. I think they said episode 5 is with Doom Patrol, so you see like Cyborg come in.
Aren't they doing a Doom Patrol series?
Yes, they are. So
is this like a backdoor pilot type of deal?
Kind of, sort of, I believe, because the way they're doing it is they're gonna have Titans, and then after Titans is over with the 12 episodes, I think they're doing Doom Patrol, and then after that's done, they're doing Swamp Thing, and then the Harley Quinn show, and then somewhere I think in January starts Young Justice season 3.
I mean, the DC, like I said, the DC streaming service. I pay for a lot of different streaming services. So it's I'd have to replace something with this, and I don't see
I'd say
up.
If you're going to like illegally download the episodes and watch them, give it to like episode 3 if you don't like it. I will say from what I saw of Robin, Starfire, and Raven, Beast Boy is like at the very end stealing, a Xbox video game from like a. But
so
whatever.
Now I'm not sure if these are actual titles for the episodes coming out.
Yeah, they are.
Does it seem like the episodes are centered on one storyline at a time?
I think they're going with the whole Raven Trigon storyline for season 1 because it already got renewed for season 2, and there's been hints of Deathstroke is coming for season 3.
Well, no, I know there's gonna be like a common through thread, but I mean, like the episode, like episode 1, did it seem like it was more centered on Robin, or was it everyone
Raven
got their own?
It's more centered. Everything leads back to Raven, but everybody has their own branch that leads to Raven. Everybody's looking for her, except
That's
for like Beast Boy.
So then it seems like everyone's getting their fair share of screen time, and then
Starfire doesn't know, it has amnesia for the most part. There's been rumors that you don't really find out her angle of it until like episode 3, but the chick that plays her isn't bad. And there's kind of sort of a reason why she looks like a prostitute.
Because she is a prostitute.
I was gonna say, is she a prostitute? Is she an undercover?
Here's my take on it.
Yep.
Here's my opinion on it. I think she's coming to Earth because I think her race already knows about Trigon. So everybody's trying to find Rachel Roth, technically Raven. Yeah, so everybody's trying to find Raven, and I think somewhere along the way she got captured. And
are they doing the weird cult that her mom was in storyline? And then, okay, it's fine because it's only episode 1 so far. So
yeah, like I said, I don't know, but are
you familiar with Raven's backstory, like the new?
Yes, okay. I'm familiar with it. Okay, and it does seem like
too much so.
Yeah, it does seem like they're going with the whole sexual Starfire. Like, she's like... Because in the comics are like Red Hood and the Outlaw, she was sleeping with Jason and Red Arrow at the same time. So is this...
I mean...
Okay, this is Starfire now, guys.
The only Starfire that I remember well is Innocent Teen Titans Starfire.
That is the only proper Starfire.
Yeah, you're not getting that Starfire in this one because she like chars like three dudes in the nightclub.
We're getting new to Miami Starfire.
Yeah, she like literally.
Yeah,
she like literally chars the guys to like, oh hey, somebody's being cremated. So, I mean, the special effects for Starfire is good. I think out of the 3 actors that you've seen, I'm not going to count Beast Boy because you kind of don't see him acting much. I think Raven's going to be like the Thea of the show until she gets better at acting, but it's not bad, but she's like the weakest one to me. So,
Yep.
Hopefully they remember to celebrate Glorthog.
One of my friends I was watching that episode with on Sunday because he wanted to watch it. I told him since Starfire, the actress is black. If they do an episode like say in season 2 or 3, where they have her sister come in, I guarantee you they're probably going to say, "Oh, Blackfire is white."
So here's the oh shit.
Not Blackfire.
Here's the thing, right? Starfire and Blackfire are supposed to look very similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a different color scheme, essentially, right?
Coriander the spice, and then Commander. Okay.
So you don't think that those
Charmander,
the same actress playing 2 roles?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Now the other question I have, and this is the last Titans question I have, it's also related to Starfire. Are they doing it like she's under disguise right now? Okay, so she has like a human form.
She was sleeping around with this like Russian dude that owns a nightclub, Russian gangster or something like that. And
I don't know how I feel about like Slutty Starfire.
Well, he's always kind of been sexual. If you watch like the comics, like her and Robin.
Oh no, the comics. Yes, I know the comic. Yeah. I know that this is all supposed to be comic accurate-ish with some new, but I mean the comics are going to catch up to this show. Like you said, they're shooting fucking Nightwing in the head.
Nightwing in the head, and by December he's going to be like, "Oh, I'm darker, grittier."
Have a Batman-shaped scar. The worst.
No, it's not Batman-shaped. It's Nightwing-shaped scar on his head. But it's Scott Liddell, and I heard rumors that he's not a very good. He's like a Zack Snyder, so I just hopefully he doesn't mess up my character. I mean, the head editor over at DC hates Nightwing, Dan DiDio, but whatever. Still wish Jeff Johns was like head editor, but
the head editor.
Yeah,
getting shot in the head. I don't know.
He edits the heads.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that this has been DC talk, I feel like, for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But even more, you guys, I don't know if was it the James Gunn thing happened last week or was it this week?
What, the Suicide Squad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was this week or last week or something like that.
I think it may have been rumored last week and it's like confirmed this week.
It was confirmed a few days ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a day or two, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm sure I don't care either way who writes it. Because it all comes down to, even if you say James Gunn's a really good director and writer,
yeah.
How many James Gunn movies did you like before Guardians of the Galaxy? You can't even think of one, right?
Can't really think of one. No.
Yeah. I think
he might. James Gunn movies is it going to take to fix the universe?
I think he might have did Slither, which was like a decent horror movie, maybe. But I mean, I don't know how much of Guardians of the Galaxy was his take on it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much of it is just James Gunn, and how much of it is the studio behind it? Them really going into the music, kind of retro vibe to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Suicide Squad, before they did a Suicide Squad movie, they were like the B tier villains, essentially, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it was the same boat with Guardians of the Galaxy. Not many people were really interested in that team.
Yeah, and then the movie came out, and now we're like, hey, the Guardians, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand why people are making either a big deal in either direction. Like, oh, I don't want James Gunn working on this, or
it's just a PR thing. It's just a public image thing.
I know Dave Bautista must be pretty happy because he was like one of the really hardcore supporters of him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So-
but I think before Guardians, the only time I'd ever heard of James Gunn was because he wrote Lollipop Chainsaw.
Raving reviews.
I mean, I like
Raving.
Lollipop Chainsaw anyway.
It was pretty good.
I don't know. It was essentially what's that cosplayer? That's the
Jessica
only reason why I
Negri.
know Lollipop Chainsaw is because of
Jessica Negri.
yes, Jessica Negri.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why I can remember Lollipop Chainsaw. Was she hired after the fact, or was
No,
she?
I remember there was
based
like
off of-
there was a contest. There was like
Yeah.
a big contest, and like she was the winner of that contest to be
Mhm.
the official cosplayer of
Okay.
Juliet.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because I remember James Gunn wrote it, and then Tara Strong obviously voiced Juliet, and then
Yeah.
there was another. Oh God. There was another prominent voice actor. I can't remember. Anyway, whatever.
Was it that played the boyfriend or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh. The guy who played Lex Luthor on what, Smallville?
Oh, Michael
Oh.
Rosenbaum.
Yeah, him.
What? Was he?
Yeah.
It makes sense. They're friends. It makes sense.
Wait,
He-
what happened?
Michael Rosenbaum and James Gunn are friends.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was in Guardians 2 and no one knew about it because
Friends.
he was the CG diamond face guy.
Oh yeah. They just on him.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, so I think that's it for DC news. So we can move back to
Okay.
Kashi's.
Oh, I can talk
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you guys can talk. Oh, Nate, you should see Venom. It's not that bad. Okay, you guys can go talk.
What else do we have?
Let's see. So apparently Sony has acknowledged that the message thing that could brick your PS4.
Yes.
I don't know if the update is out yet to fix it, but I know they have acknowledged it.
I think they've said if you get the messages, or they want you to filter so that you only get it from friends, get
Yep.
messages from friends, so you don't get some random stranger.
Yep. Which I have set anyway.
Yeah, I think I have it set too like that. But then there's also, if you do get a message, don't try and open it from the PlayStation app. From the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Open it from the messages app on your phone or
Mhm.
tablet or whatever.
And then it's like what? Like, oh crap!
And then you can delete it. But if you happen to get hit by this, you'll have to do either a system restore
rebuild
or-
the database or something.
or rebuild the database, which is like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's terrible.
I was trying to figure out a good way to segue into this, but the thing that Joe posed the other day about the Senran Kagura, which I was gonna segue into using prostitutes, but no, I'm not. Gonna do that. So apparently the release of Senran Kagura Burst Renewal, which is basically the HD remake of the second game,
Oh, yes,
Is-
this.
is getting delayed on the PS4 because Xseed Games has to remove the intimacy mode from the game. Which I'm honestly okay with, because honestly I didn't like the intimacy mode. That was weird.
So I have a question.
Okay.
The on PC, this game's already been out, right?
I don't no, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet? Okay.
I think it's out in Japan. but-
So intimacy mode, is it VR or
no,
is it
no? It's
Okay.
it's the Mickey Mouse hands and the grope. Yeah, it's that.
okay?
Which
It does make
I
it
didn't-
better. Doesn't make it better, but I mean, it's still a weird
Yeah, I'm like because
delay-ish.
I saw a bunch of tweets on Twitter like people like upset about it. I'm like, I don't care, because honestly I didn't like the intimacy mode anyway.
I mean, but you know what you're getting with those titles
Right.
at the same time. We
Right,
went over the pinball version of this game.
Exactly. But yeah, it's like, I personally don't care, but it's like at the same time, like this mode was in Estival Versus, it was in Peach Beach Splash. And it's like, why are you just removing it now? That's what I'm wondering anyway.
I mean, they have to react to the public, and someone's making a big stink about it.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to. Because if no one was freaking out about it, then they probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And if anything, it might have came down to ratings.
It's possible.
Like, in order to get, whatever rating, a non-AO rating, they probably had to get rid of that.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I think Estival versus Impeachment Splash were rated what, T? I don't think they were rated M.
Maybe that's the case then. Maybe they don't want to be rated M. And that's what it would take to keep the rating.
Possible.
I mean, Japan rating and our ratings completely different.
Yeah, because we have the ESRB and they have what? They have another thing.
Do they have the PEGI thing, or is that?
No, that's Europe. They have like
Europe,
Zero, I think. CERO.
Well, I know like if you go into PlayStation's parental controls,
yeah,
they don't do it like how we do it. They do it literally by age. So like there's a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4.
Right. I think
all the way up to like maybe 11.
Okay.
I think 11 might be the everything's allowed.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like I was watching a Did You Know Gaming video, and there was a trophy in Smash Wii U of the girl Tharja from Fire Emblem, the girl you have the statue of, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that trophy, it would have gotten Smash, I think, an E10 rating or something, or like a rating that Nintendo didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
It actually might have been T, and they didn't want that. They wanted the E10, so that's why they removed the trophy. But
what was the trophy?
It was Tharja from Fire Emblem, which is a really I don't know what classic character she is. She's like a sorceress or something.
Black mage.
Black mage, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and she's like scantily clad and bent over a pile of books.
Yep.
You knows the one.
Just looked it up and yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, it kind of off subject. I ordered a new resin model that I have to go and paint and all that jazz.
Nice.
I think it might be. I still have to open it. I think it might be Spider-Gwen. But
oh, you mean Ghost Spider?
No, Spider-Gwen. like to not refer to it as Ghost Spider, especially since, and this is just a little pet peeve of mine. I know that with animated versus MCU, right? There's no for Marvel. There's no continuity between the two, right? So like animated stuff is animated stuff. The TV shows and movies are technically together, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
But the girl who plays Ghost Spider in that Marvel little short is also the one who was in S.H.I.E.L.D. this last season as the little girl who's, I don't know, fucking psychotic. She like cut someone's arms off.
Jesus.
Yeah. The show, as soon as they went to like, I think they were at 8:00 slot, and they moved to a 10:00 slot. They're just like, all right, now we're gonna have Ghost Rider, and he's gonna burn people alive. It's all fine.
It's like,
they did a whole Gotham thing. It's like, oh, you know what? We're gonna do whatever. Why not?
Fucking Gotham needs to burn.
And I think it's done now. You had Proto Batman with the kid standing on the rooftop. You know what? This needs pictures. Continue
No, it doesn't.
talking.
No, don't.
It doesn't. I just can't. I don't know why they. Okay, I'm done.
Let's see. I don't think we have a few more things, but on a random note, what have you guys been playing this week?
Who wants to start?
Joe? Joe, you haven't said much.
I've been getting back into Dragon's Dogma because that game is incredibly rad, and anybody who hasn't played it absolutely needs to play it.
No.
There you go.
That was quick.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait, were you dropping at random?
No. Hold on.
I just remember when Dragon's Dogma came out, and like I took you to GameStop to get it, Joe, and you went up to the counter and said to the dude, because there was one dude working there, and you're like, your finest copy of Dragon's Dogma, please, and I'm like, Was it a beer? Like,
There you go, Nate. It's in random.
but
Oh,
Aaron, what have you been
fucking
playing?
Besides 2K19,
That's so bad.
yeah, Nate's expression is priceless. By the way.
God.
I'm
like-
trying to finish up Persona 4 right now. I've been playing Neptunia U, which is like the Senran Kagura version of the Hyperdimension Neptunia game.
Okay.
And then I'm probably going to try to see if I can't get through Final Fantasy 15 for PC this week.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Did-
you had that on PC now.
Did you play it already for PS4?
I got like halfway through the game, and then I wasn't able to play it anymore, so because the disc
Okay.
got scratched. So I just figured with all the DLC and stuff like that, that's gonna eat like 3/4 of my hard drive. So why as well get it for PC?
Yeah.
So that's what my goal is for this week.
Okay.
Nice.
And then next week is probably gonna beat the Spider-Man DLC because Heist is coming out next week with Black Cat. So.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm a few achievements away from platinuming Spider-Man.
Jesus, that was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think I'm
apparently
like-
it's one of the easier games to platinum.
Ah.
Yeah. It's not. I don't know if I want to say it's just easier. It's more of all of the achievements are doable.
That's
As
good.
where you have like some achievements that are multiplayer focused versus single player focused, or like find all the things focused, or get A rank in everything focused.
Yeah, I remember seeing an article. I forget where it was from, but it was like, Spider-Man has like the highest
14%.
platinum percentage
Yep.
of like any game.
Jesus. Okay.
But it's only 14% or something like that.
Yeah,
A lot of games don't get platinumed. Even the easy ones don't get platinumed.
All right, Nate, that's the other picture. So Gotham's done apparently. So
Good.
yeah.
Now we have to wait 2 years before anything good can happen with it. Oh, now it makes sense. If Gotham's done, that's why we can get Batwoman as a. That's right.
Yep.
That'll make
Not
sense
to get into that, but there was some kind of visceral, attacks on the actress. But yeah.
Yes, on Twitter and everything.
Because good old Twitter.
Because those good old fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, she's supposed to be a lesbian, so I mean, I don't know why people are.
Was that what they were?
I
that what they
heard
were freaking out about?
something to that effect. Don't quote me on that, but
Because I mean, the character in the comics has been, I think, the entire time. There wasn't like a. Yeah, the entire time she's been like that. So
Mhm.
I mean, it's not a shock. I thought the outrage was kind of like a not my Batman, not my Batwoman type of like they didn't like the pick. But
I mean,
mean-
from the picture, she looks like Batwoman. I mean, you look at it, it's like I know exactly who that is. I'm not gonna look at it and be like, "Hey, that's Batflash."
I don't know. I mean, I just have to see it and see what's happening. If there's a different universe, if it's the same universe as
Different
Supergirl. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out when the crossover comes out in a few
Yeah.
weeks.
yep. Sorry, my son's
It's okay.
we're getting him off of his pacifier,
Okay.
so he was having a meltdown, and we're like, we're just gonna cave in, just gonna cave in.
Yeah, give it another like couple weeks.
Yeah, it's hard to wean a kid off of something.
Yeah. Oh boy, are you happy now? Are you happy now? Hang on.
It's okay.
Be interrupted.
The child cast.
Kid cast.
Hey, it's the Nate Jr.
There you go.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? What else do we have for news? I thought we had more than this.
If you want to talk about the Devil May Cry stuff, I posted that up there if you wanted to talk about it. Since you're the Devil May Cry fan.
Can I actually say that this last trailer sold me on Dante?
Okay.
As if he wasn't already sold on you to begin with?
So he was already sold. I meant the look of Dante.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if the look is just growing on me now.
Oh,
where I'm just one of those like crotchety old guys who like hates change.
Oh yeah.
But that's exactly how I felt after I watched it. Like, shit, it's actually not bad.
Isn't the voice different though?
I can't tell. To be honest, I just can't. I mean, I can look it up, I'm sure, but it doesn't seem that bad. All right.
Kids beating up your keyboard.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry. Devil May Cry. The last trailer that they showed, the TGS, was it Tokyo Game Show trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got better looks at Trish and Lady. They actually look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay looks good. We knew the gameplay looked good. The last guy at the end, I guess we get a better look at our mystery third character. And they've said they're going to show it more often, so... I mean, not more often, but more coming soon.
I saw Twitter was blowing up with the fact that, like, Lady's hair actually physically connects with her jacket. It doesn't phase through it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
they're going nuts about that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can kind of see it in the still that they have. I mean, is that pre-rendered, or do we know if everything's real-time? I guess it doesn't really matter.
I always assume pre-rendered.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we're not at that stage just yet.
Well, you think about it, like, some of the craziness that's happening. Okay, so some of the craziness is happening with the choreography, like obviously the opening scenes in Devil May Cry's are always like a little bit over the top. But they could also be higher models, like Uncharted does this too. Like Uncharted in the games, there's a model set for gameplay, and then there's a model set that's for the cutscenes. They're higher res because they can control the angles.
Yeah, GTA does that too.
Yep.
If you try to use one of the cutscene characters, they're like their upper half is bent over and like backwards.
Yeah. See, so I mean, they could be doing that for Devil May Cry. The game looks good. Yeah. I think they're slowing down some of Dante's movements.
Okay.
Or like just kind of like putting pauses in them. I'm not sure if he's going to play like that. It could just be for the trailer, because when he had his melee combat, I forgot what the weapons are. The
bike?
No, not the bike. The gloves and the oh my god, why can't I remember his name? It doesn't matter. There's a part where he's fighting with his fists, and it looks like he's dodging the monster, and then does like an uppercut.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually in game or if that's just for the trailer. All the gameplay
it probably was in the game.
Yeah, all the gameplay looks good. I can't complain about it. I just can't. There's nothing about it I can complain about.
Yeah, it's like I know the old fist weapons were called Beowulf.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking about then.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to be called this
although
time.
I think maybe it's just me. Maybe they refined Dante's face since the last trailer.
Possible.
Because
I think so. He looks less like an alcoholic.
He looks less hillbilly-ish. No offense to hillbillies out there, and looks more like just older Dante.
Because all the hillbillies that actually watch our show.
I was gonna say that our freaking key audience,
Singapore.
Yep.
Those Singapore hillbillies. You never know, man.
They tune into our show, and all of a sudden it's like commence the jiggling.
Just from like the old redneck south of Singapore.
Oh, holy shit. Hang on. I gotta. Oh, shit. Sorry to anyone who didn't get that. It's a
Yeah.
really crappy Squidbillies reference.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why that got me.
I don't know why.
Um, oh shit. Yeah. So,
Squidbillies, man.
what do you guys feel about Mega Man Arm? Huh? For our pre-order bonus?
I mean, it's Mega Man. I've never been a fan of Mega Man, so it doesn't really bother me. What about Vibrator Arm though?
What the? Is there? No. Guys, there's also. It looks like a mode, like a Mega Buster mode, where it's like a 2D. I hope that's for the trailer, and not a legit thing.
I mean, they're capitalizing on that Mega Man 11 stuff. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It almost seems
Mega
like
Man. Mega Man Zero was a good game until they came out with Mega Man ZX.
Yeah. I guess it's a tie-in with Mega Man 11. Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, a couple things I want to mention real quick. So did you guys hear about how Rockstar was getting a little bit of shit on like Twitter and stuff? Anyone
No,
hear?
for what?
So because apparently, the team that's working on Red Dead 2 have been working 100-hour weeks.
Okay, so the game's ramping up. Like they probably hit the finish line or are close to the finish line.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them to be working overtime. To be honest, I'm just thinking this from a business point of view. It makes sense for them to be working. And I'm assuming they're getting paid adequately for overtime.
Hopefully.
Exactly. So I don't see how this is really a story. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's like I just saw like everywhere on Twitter, like everyone was like bashing Rockstar. It's like, oh, like if people were working 100-hour weeks, like you didn't hire enough people, all this stuff. I'm like,
okay, so
it's like you said, how like the game is probably reaching the finish line. So it's like they're probably working overtime to like, make sure like that final amount of polish, because Red Dead 2 is like a game. It's like if this game's coming out, and this game has got to be perfect.
Exactly. And I'm assuming that there's just so much content.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's going to take a good sized team.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily, if you get more developers on it, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get your stuff done faster.
Right.
Or better.
'Cause,
So
like,
it's probably better to have like, I wouldn't say a smaller team for a game like this, but a more manageable team.
It's like, honestly, I honestly think it's only happening because the whole thing with Telltale and how like everybody's painting Telltale as like this horrible developer that like, like, I don't know, just got like.
I just feel like people are just going to take information as they normally do on the internet and take it to someplace negative instead of saying, they're probably working so hard because they want to make the game really good for us. Yeah. That way, when it comes out, we don't have reason to complain. Even though there's always going to be a certain percentage of people that are going to complain about anything. So
I was going to say, like, in every job has essentially their like rush period. Mm-hmm. Aaron, you worked for FedEx at one point, right? Or UPS. You know how it is when there's like seasonal time comes around and volume increases. Everyone's working overtime, or at 110%.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with game development. They have essentially a life cycle. You start out, you finish, and when you get towards the end, that's the real crunch time. You have to essentially make sure that this is all good for certification, for everything else.
Make sure the game, like before the game goes gold.
Yeah,
all that stuff. Yep.
And even nowadays, even when it goes gold, you still have to make sure that it's essentially ready for release.
Yeah, especially because Rockstar has such a reputation in the gaming industry to release really good product. I mean, I'm not trying to bash certain companies, but it's like you take like Bethesda, right? And how a lot of Bethesda games, Bethesda games are good, but it's like a lot of times they come out
and a lot of times they're broken.
They're broken.
They are masters at making half a game.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. That's the best way of putting it.
And then the community fixes the rest of it.
Exactly. So another quick mention that Nate, did you hear about Toys R Us?
Toys R Us coming back?
Yeah, under a rebranding apparently.
Yeah, they were. I mean,
it's gonna be like I saw like the logo, and apparently it's gonna be called Jeffrey's Toy Box. Jeffrey being the giraffe.
mm-hmm.
But apparently, like I read an article that apparently the copyright or whatever for the name of Jeffrey's Toy Box was filed on June 10th, which was 8 days before Toys R Us closed all their stores or something.
I mean, the thing is the bankruptcy process, is a pretty long process for a company, and they weren't just Toys R Us. There were Toys R Us, Babies R Us.
Exactly.
I forgot what else. They were also something else.
There was one other thing, I think.
Yeah, and then I also don't know the reason behind their bankruptcy. Was it too much debt? Most likely, that's what it was. It was just
I'm pretty sure it was too much debt. I think they were like 100 million.
And by selling off like a bunch of stuff, it's possible that they hit their paid off all debts.
Mm-hmm.
And because essentially I don't know if they're a publicly traded company, but I'm assuming so. The bankruptcy itself would close that company.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible that it's just they saw this coming, and this rebrand was essentially just to get the name. That way they can use the resources they have now to relaunch.
Right.
I mean, when it comes to businesses, the bankruptcy thing it's a common thing.
Yep.
It happens a lot.
Especially nowadays.
It's just the scope of Toys R Us. That's all.
Right.
But yeah, I really don't have much to add for that, at least.
I don't either. It's like I just saw it and it's like I'm like, okay, cool. Toys R Us is coming back, and then like Aaron says, like somebody's just got to turn it negative. It's like, oh, like they filed for the copyright or whatever, and then like they went out of business, laying off all their workers, denying them severance pay, whatever, all that stuff. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I never worked for Toys R Us, so
no, I don't know either.
So,
but I unfortunately do have to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're just about done here anyway.
Okay.
I think we've basically exhausted our.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was some kind of Destiny, the DLCs,
the Forsaken thing, and yeah,
they're all part of the Forsaken now. And,
okay.
Yeah, the new event, Something of the Lost.
The Halloween event.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Festival of the Lost or whatever just started.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have to jump on. I haven't given Forsaken much time, to be honest.
It's good. It's really good.
I know it's good. It's just me in time.
Yeah.
Or the lack thereof.
Yes.
But yeah, so on that note, since you have to go and I'm getting hungry, so be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Anchor, anchor.fm/college-cheese. If you'd like to donate any money to us to help us improve the podcast in any way, we'd greatly appreciate it. We're on iTunes, Castbox, Spotify, a few other places.
Almost everywhere.
If you listen to us there, be sure to leave us a review if you can. It would bump us up in the ratings, all that good stuff. And until next week, I'm Al.
I'm Joe.
I'm Nate.
And Aaron was here.
Aaron was here, yeah.
Aaron was here.
He also had to go, and he left like abruptly.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we'll see you next week with episode 86. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.